Thanks for joining us on this edition of the newscast. Coming up, why dealers shouldn't fear autonomy. But now a look at your headlines. We'll start with the UAW strike of General Motors, now in its 11th day. In a letter to members on Wednesday, the UAW's Terry Dittis said all unresolved contract issues have been moved to the main bargaining table. He added that the proposals have been presented to GM and the union is awaiting a response. In a statement, GM said its goal remains to reach an agreement that builds a stronger future for its employees and its business. The negotiations have centered on wages, health care, job security, and establishing a path to permanent employment for temporary workers. Talks are expected to resume today. Minnesota and New Mexico plan to join 13 other states in adopting California's tough rules on tailpipe emissions. The announcements came a week after President Donald Trump said his administration would strip California of the legal ability to regulate vehicle emissions. Minnesota and New Mexico were among the 23 that sued to block that move. California's vehicle emissions rules, more stringent than the Trump EPA's rules, are currently followed by states that account for more than 40% of U.S. vehicle sales. President Donald Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe signed a limited trade deal on Wednesday that didn't address auto tariffs. But during a news conference, Abe told reporters that he received reassurance from Trump that the U.S. would not impose previously threatened tariffs on Japanese vehicle imports. U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer saying the two countries would tackle automobiles in a later round of negotiations that are expected to start in April. And General Motors says it will offer built-in Amazon Alexa auto integration through the infotainment systems of its new vehicles starting early next year. Owners of 2018 and 2019 models will also be able to get the voice assistant added to their vehicle through an over-the-air update. Amazon and GM saying the partnership is the broadest rollout of an embedded Alexa auto experience. Some systems, including those from BMW, Ford, and Toyota, can connect with Alexa through a phone app rather than directly from the infotainment system. Fully autonomous vehicles are coming, but dealers shouldn't see them as a threat to their business. So says Brian Krzanich, CEO of dealer software giant CDK Global. In fact, Krzanich doesn't believe people will give up driving and car ownership once autonomous vehicles are ready for mass deployment. And that presents new opportunities for retailers. AVs will be more expensive, plus they'll require sophisticated maintenance.
Today, let's face it, I could go replace my own headlights. If I can get the part, it's, maybe they won't be aligned perfectly, but it'll be close enough, right? Imagine if built into that headlight is the LiDAR system that's actually guiding you along the road. You have to have a trained, certified technician now to replace the headlight.
Krzanich says cars today are gaining more autonomous features, but it'll be about 10 years before fully autonomous vehicles hit the road. Krzanich speaking on a panel at the Automotive News Retail Forum in Chicago last week. Finally, a first shift footnote. Subaru marking the 30th anniversary of production at its Indiana assembly plant. Staff members at the factory posing with the first car built there, along with the 6 millionth vehicle that rolled off the line just this week. The plant currently makes the Ascent, Impreza, Legacy, and Outback models for North America. That wraps up this edition of First Shift. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.